So the trailer for the upcoming Monster Hunter Wilds was shown at the Game Awards livestream, and it gives us some clues to what we should expect from the game when it releases. First is of course our replacement for the Palamute from Rise. We can see the hunter riding on a bird-like lizard mound. And right here we can see something interesting. By the looks of it, we will probably see tons and tons of small monsters in herds or packs, which may or may not be a new gameplay mechanic coming to Monster Hunter. The other thing we can see even before that are these couple of bear-looking monsters going after the hunter. From what I can tell, they might be either a new monster category, which I funnily enough had hoped for, that being pack beasts that stay together in packs of like 3 or 4 monsters. What also could be the case though, is that they are simply a new type of small monster, or maybe even a whole nother class, like medium monsters. In any case, it seems like we're getting some kind of pack/herd behavior AI in this game, and I'm all for it. We can also see what the herd of small monsters is probably running from. I mean, bears made out of moss and grass are scary, but whatever is going on here in the background might be 1,000 times worse. Also, take a look at the ground in this trailer. It looks like it's covered in dust, probably because of dust storms similar to the one going on in the background. My hunch is that we'll get some kind of mechanic that influences any and each zone, which then in turn leads to a change in that zone's fauna. Meaning that we might encounter monsters that normally like arid regions coming to the grasslands area after a dust storm, for example. Here's another cool shot in which we see a special kind of these small monsters with some kind of lightning rod adaptation on its back. I wonder how and why this was implemented, but if I have to guess, it's probably a mechanic to survive the lightning coming down during these storms. A bit like taking cover from the rain, except that the rain fries your insides. Next up we can see the hunter wall jumping across this section on his mount. This might be scripted, but I'm really hoping for a dynamic mount system that lets us explore the map freely like we did in Rise. After that, the hunter glides down using his feathery friend's wings to safely land wherever he pleases. And now it gets interesting. The dust is suddenly blown away as the camera panned off the hunter, further strengthening my guess about the storms being some kind of mechanic that will determine how and what you hunt. Another interesting thing is this rock formation in the back. It surely doesn't seem natural and might have something to do with this title's flagship or end boss Elder Dragon. Of course, this video wouldn't be complete without the most obvious of gameplay systems we can extract from this trailer. Monster Hunter Wilds is going to be either open world or have massive sprawling zones that put Monster Hunter World zones to shame. The thing about that is that I fear Wilds will have a problem with feeling empty and dead compared to World's luscious and beautifully lived in environments. That's probably the reason why they added these herds and packs, because 3 Jaggi and a Nahabra won't fill a zone as big as I think we'll see in Monster Hunter Wilds. Who would have guessed? At the end we can see the King of the Skies flying above the landscape looking majestic. We also get a time frame for when the game will be released. They plan to do so in 2025, that's 7 years after the release of World. Comparing that to the 4-year gap between Monster Hunter 4 and Monster Hunter World, we can see that they took their sweet time making this game. I for one am happy to see this, as some of the problems World had, like the horrible weapon designs, were a symptom of them not having enough time to work on a game that big and detailed. Talking about detail, the new game seems to go more in the Monster Hunter World direction graphically, but especially at the end of the trailer, you can see that it will be very bright and saturated. Which for me is the best of both worlds, as I enjoy playing a high fidelity Monster Hunter, and it being as bright and popping as my favorite titles MH3U and 4U brings joy to my heart. There is a lot we could gather from this trailer, and I'll make sure to pass any new info on to you guys. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and leave a comment to tell me what you think the trailer shows us that I might have missed, and if you're excited to play Monster Hunter Wilds when it comes out. Until then, I humbly thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.